So what is the Apostle Paul saying in this? He's actually saying that the suffering that he went through was actually a part of his own spiritual formation. God was using that suffering that he thought might even actually lead to his death, as a means of helping him learn an important lesson. He describes how God used that suffering ultimately to teach him how to depend on God for everything. This is one of those lessons in life that we all need to learn, but it can't be taught. You can't teach somebody how to trust somebody else. You can suggest it, you can advise it. Paul knows that he can't teach this. All he can do is, well, let me show you how it works in my own life, and maybe you can catch on. But it's something that needs to ultimately be experienced. And that's where I kind of want to dig a little bit deeper. Suffering is actually a pathway to deeper faith. Suffering is really an act of obedience at times. Think about this. Jesus was in the Garden of Gethsemane just a few hours before he was going to be arrested. And it says that he, in his prayer, said, Lord, take this cup from me, but not my will, your will. If Jesus were sitting in the room and I asked that question at the beginning, he was going to be honest. He's like, no, I'm not excited about raising my hand for suffering. And Jesus was not excited about the idea of suffering on the cross, but he was willing to do it because he loves us and he loves his Father. And he was going to be obedient to that. It is only by faith that we actually are going to be willing to accept suffering in our lives. Think about that for a minute. It's only by faith. Because faith in God is the knowledge that there is something coming from this, whether I can see it or not.